every time I step out that door, I still get the nigga treatment. I don't know if I can curse on your show, but I just did, so forgive
Yeah,
me.
no.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do what you
Yeah,
doing.
I get the nigga treatment. Like, I'll give you an example, right? So my office, which is where I am now, I'm in my office. I go downstairs, right, and I'm waiting for them to bring my car up because there's a valet. I'm downtown, and this white woman comes in. She says, "Are you the valet?" And I'm sitting here in a $600 polo suit, like a polo sweatsuit, like brand new Louboutins on my feet. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, no, the valet's about to go get my Mustang, and I'm about to go. Like, are you in this building? And she's like, yo, well, I'm showing a property here. This, that, and third. I said, oh, this must be your first time. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody will think that I'm the concierge because, you know, I'm just some dude in hip hop clothing, you know, in this building with millionaires, and they can't even process that I could be that. I'm clearly not an athlete, you know, so like that type of stuff happens. I'm the son, brother, and nephew of cops, and I still get scared every time red and blue lights come behind me on a routine traffic stop. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's really important that we have an understanding of what's out there. And so the only thing that I know that gives any type of equality is ownership. You can't, like, I look at these people out here, like when you see these people get canceled, they're getting canceled because they answered to some white man.
Right.
Name me one black person who got canceled that don't answer to a white man. You can't.
Not at
That's
all.
the thing. Who you gonna get to fire me? What, you gonna call God?
That part.
Like,
That part.
you know what I'm saying? Like, my Egyptian cotton sheets are not going to disappear because you don't like something I said because I hurt your little cartoon feelings. I want to insulate myself as much as possible because you can't stop racism, but you can sure enough buffer the fuck out that bitch.
Right.
You know,
right.
If you don't have enough money to beat the charge, you got a problem. If you don't have enough money for insurance, you got a problem. If you don't have enough money to go ahead and tell your story in the media, you got a problem.
Right.
You know,
you definitely been on front line with a lot of the things that you've done, and your contributions to the culture is just, I mean, you got a list. I wanted you to hit on one of them in particular that touched me from the jump. What you did for the young men, the organization that you put together. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, I started Black Boys Win because, like, my good friend of mine is Beverly Bond. She's the founder of Black Girls Rock. She's also a DJ, right? And I noticed, and I have daughters. I don't have any sons. I noticed that there's never anything for Black boys, and I kept wondering why that was. And then I realized that Black people, especially Black men, have a situation where we're the engine that still feeds this machine. We're the battery, we're the plug. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to give us our freedom. They don't want to give us our education. You know, the most educated person in America is a Black woman.
Wow.
The fastest growing minority set in the C-suite, meaning CEO, CFO, CIO, CMO, are Black women. The number one group of minority businesses in this country that gets past the dreaded 18-month window of success, Black women. You know, the least educated people in America, Black men. So I realized that unless you got, like what Vicky said, you got a sling crack rock and have a wicked jump shot.
Wow.
If you're not doing one or the other, you fucked. And so my whole thing was, if I could show kids who came from the same type of slums that I came from, that this is how you do this. You know what I'm saying? If I could go into these prisons and talk to my incarcerated brothers, not about what mistakes they made, because fuck that, we all make mistakes. Some of us just made ones that don't go with the law. But at one point, it was the law to keep Black people, you know, in their house after sunset. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge anybody from that place. But what I do think is the bullshit they pull on us, which is you got to get out of here and in 60 days find gainful employment. You ain't gonna find no gainful employment because every application says, have you been convicted of a felony, which you can't lie on, because if you lie on it, it's a fucking felony.
Talk about it.
Right? So then they send you right back in there. You want to know why? Because they need to keep a fresh crop of slaves. And then when they privatize them prisons, it's a whole different thing. So if I go in there and I tell you what the loophole is, which is, oh, you the prison tattoo dude. All right, cool. So here's the thing. You can go and get this grant, right? And then that grant can subsidize you getting your tattoo license. And then as long as you have all of your equipment up to code, you can have a mobile tattoo business. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get your money up, then you can rent a storefront, lease a chair, and then you get 3 other chairs, you know, on credit, which you should be building this entire time off of your mobile tattoo business. You build out credit on yourself. You lease those 3 other chairs, and then you get 3 other people who are licensed to come in, and they either pay you booth rent or you get a piece of every tattoo that's there. Like, there's so many ways to skin the cat. If you own your own business, you are gainfully employed because you can employ yourself. And you can do that in a month. There's no convicted felon who can't come out here and start a mobile detailing business. You want to know why? There's a billion cars on the road. The end. They all got to be cleaned. I don't care in what town you're in, there's always a bougie section. You go to the bougie section, you detail them cars.
Absolutely.
There's 1,000,001 ways to do it. And so I started Black Boys Win so that we could celebrate and educate our brothers. You know what I'm saying? Who just need not a handout, but just to be pointed in the right direction. So that's why I started Black Boys Win.
So where can people find the link to get in tune with that?
Oh, blackboyswin.com.
Blackboyswin.com. And we're gonna put that in the description and everything too.
Yes,
Bear,
sir.
talk to me.
Absolutely.